Hello and welcome to TJ's live office hours. My name is Jake Senn and I'm the Senior Trainer of Media Training Worldwide. I work very closely with TJ and so does our Community Manager, Barb Tomlin. TJ is not with us today because he's doing some work with the United Nations. So Barb and I are here as per usual to answer any questions you have related to your online courses. If you're applying for jobs, if you're giving a presentation that's coming up soon, this is your opportunity to ask questions, to be in the spotlight, and to practice. These office hours are your time to learn, to experiment, and to experience all the possibilities that you have to offer. Barb, why don't you join us now? It's great to see you, Barb. I'm sorry, Barb, it seems that you're muted.
Oh my, is this ever going to be a fun day? Well, TJ's out of the house, so anything can happen with just the two of us here.
Well, that's true. That only makes it more fun.
Yeah. So it's been a very busy week for both of us, well, and TJ too, of course. And hoping everybody in the group is putting in their assignments, because I've had a little time to check. I noticed TJ dropped in and did catch up with many of you, and I will be doing that today and tomorrow. So be sure that you take advantage of the opportunity to post your assignments in our Facebook group. And also, the link is there if you want to join us live here on camera to ask your questions from the course, anything that in the realm of the topics that TJ covers. We would love to have your feedback. So that's my spiel today. This is too funny. You can take it away, Jake, or we can. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of feedback yet, so we are using StreamYard to facilitate our stream today. Anything goes. I'm busy preparing for Amazon Prime Day. I am part of the influencer program, and Jake was very interested in that. I think there are several actually in our group are kind of wondering about what's going on, but that's a really big thing. They announced that it's been in June this year, and so it's not the same every year, so it's just a time and place thing. So I'm going to get off. I'm going to let you take it away, Jake, and
sure,
you can
Barb,
call me up as you need me.
Okay. I would love to hear more about the Amazon influencer program. That seems like an excellent opportunity for people to step up, speak out, and potentially become influencers. You can sell clothing, you can sell electronics, TV, media, anything goes on the Amazon influencer marketplace. Barb, you mentioned to me that you were working with some people who had had some success with the Amazon influencer program.
Definitely. We have, I was actually invited in 2019 to participate, and you need to have 2,000 followers on one of your social media channels. It can be Twitter, it can be Facebook, it can be YouTube, but you need to have a 2,000 minimum to join, basically. And so the impetus for me is the other issue is that it has to be iOS. You have to come in, your entry point is from your iPhone, and I have never in my life been an iOS user. And so I had to take that step. And so I'm learning the iPhone as well as how to go live on Amazon. And there's actually a couple of groups on Facebook that are totally devoted to that. And they are, they've got Amazon people in there as well. So it's it's a new field for all of us. So I'm very excited to be participating. Yes.
Well, that sounds fantastic. And what a great opportunity to practice looking your best on camera, sharing messages, and speaking in a way that really connects with the audience that you want to share items that you value.
True. But what I'm learning from the adventure is that being just raw and real is the most important. It gets you more engagement. And so what that means is just this morning, my corgi ate the back of my husband's Sketcher shoe.
Okay.
And my husband was so disappointed. I said, well, we can just go over to Amazon. I'll search it on Amazon. And so then, and he's like, on Amazon? And I said, yes, they have everything on Amazon. So I put it in, search it, and come up with exactly the shoe. And I said, now when it comes in, we have to take a photograph of it. We have to do a video of you trying it on. And you need to tell your story of why you had to buy the shoe. Because corgis are a big deal on the internet, and I happen to have 2 of them. So in bringing that, just the family story, well, I was trying to get ready for work today, and my corgi ate my shoe, and so I went shopping on Amazon. And so that kind of video is actually, that story is actually what's making products sell, because showing people actually motivated to buy something that they actually use, they find it on Amazon, and how they apply it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Finding a story, a connection, a bridge that makes you human, that makes you relatable. And the story about your husband's Skechers being eaten by the corgi and order a new one. Can you get more real than that?
Exactly. And then the other thing was, because for me at my age, it's like, well, what are you going to talk about? What can you do? And I said, I shop on Amazon every day. So the first thing that you do is you go and you look at all the items, pick your purchase history, check through your purchase history and what you've purchased. Because 9 times out of 10, folks around the world are searching for the same thing.
Absolutely.
So you just, it's just the lowest common denominator. So folks who are literally out of work, have no careers, and so people who are retired, it's a whole new avenue. It's like, I do this anyway. I shop on Amazon. And so why not tell people what you buy and why you buy it, and let them share in the experience? Now, my husband is an avid golfer. So I've been spending time behind the scenes, because in preparation for Prime Day, you have to populate your shop. If, as an Amazon influencer, you have a shop and there are a list of items that you have for sale in your shop on Amazon. So I need to have those lists be relevant to what folks are buying. And my husband's a golfer. And so, and his golf clubs, I mean, one club can be $500.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, what an education for me. But what I decided to do, because my husband is a bit older than me, but he's in excellent shape, because he golfs, as many times a week as possible, which is probably 5 out of 7 days. So he's pretty serious. And so what happens is that the Callaway golf brand, Callaway, has a store on Amazon. And so those kinds of items that he buys would be loaded in the carousel that I use when I go live. But I can bring my husband on, who actually shows people the club and how to use the club, and share videos from him on the golf course. So all of that helps to sell the product. And there's some ins and outs to it that I'm learning. And again, it's a process, and we're in rush mode to get things done for Amazon Prime Day. And so again, pardon me, but I just kind of got a little bit derailed there because I really want to participate since I got the new iPhone. So.
Absolutely. And it's an excellent opportunity for any of those who have been practicing public speaking or engaging with social media and who have enough of a following and who happen to have an iPhone to enterprise into a very, very fantastic, wonderful new opportunity to create an income online. The fact of the matter is that Amazon is one of the most used websites on the planet, and more people are spending money on Amazon than just about anywhere. So the fact of the matter is when you practice speaking, when you speak to the media, when you speak to an audience, just like now, every time you're doing that, you're preparing for the next opportunity that could come to your plate. When you're ready, the opportunities come to you. So the best way to prepare, the best way to get ready is to submit practice videos in the online support community. Barb is there, I'm there, TJ's there. The whole community is there to help you improve and become the best version of yourself, the best speaker you can be possible. So it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter your age, where you're from, you have something to share, you have something substantial of value that you have to offer. We all have stories, unique insights, perspectives. I want to hear yours. People in the group want to hear your story, your perspective. And for those of you in the storytelling course, this might be a great opportunity as well to share stories. And if you share stories on a regular basis, you're going to find that your ability to communicate your story, other stories you hear in the news or from friends, is going to become gradually more effective. If you want to sell a product, a service, or if you want to be a Udemy instructor, the better you can tell stories, the more impact you're going to be able to make, and the more your stories are going to help uplift others. We all know of people who have gone through struggles, challenges. I've been through struggles and challenges myself. We all have. But what makes our struggles and challenges worth it is our ability to pull that within ourselves and take it up to the surface and be able to share it in a digestible way so that others can relate to us, so that we can relate to others, and so we can help guide people who might be stuck in that same situation we were before. It's about making your mess your message. It's about making everything you've worked on in your life an opportunity for empowerment and to strengthen your character, to strengthen who you are, who you're becoming, and what you have to offer to the world. Now, Barb, I want to ask you some questions about NFTs, cryptocurrencies, because TJ's latest course that just came out happens to be on what are called NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Barb, do you have any thoughts or insights about that as someone who has been very involved in the Metaverse, the cryptocurrency, someone who's been educated on this?
Okay. On cryptocurrency, I leave all of that to my son. He has a master's degree in finance. He has the Chainlink and Bitcoin and all of that for us. And that's his thing. I became interested in NFTs solely because of TJ's introduction to me that, oh, well, you can use this for art. So I have completed the course. I've taken the course, gone through all the lessons, but I did not set it up for a piece of artwork, which is one of the exercises in the course. I did not set it up because I've left that to my son. I understand the concept, and there's been lots of controversy as to the validity of them, but the situation is that there is a right way of doing it. And the young man that TJ, do you recall his name? Because
I don't recall his name, but I know he happens to be one of the first musicians ever to mint, to make an NFT out of his music.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go off screen. I'll try and find the course real quick because I can't think of his name either. But I mean, he's very well known, and he's an excellent instructor. And he has every doubt that you may have, he's addressed in there. So
Absolutely.
He's staying on top of it. I was very impressed by that. And I told my son to take the course. I hope he followed my instruction. He is working on a project right now. And, you know, as a mother-son thing, it's, yeah, Mom, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So we'll see what happens. But I didn't quite understand the connection. TJ said he wanted to know about my adventures in Second Life, and that in relationship to that. And I think it has something to do with the fact that we create our own environments. It is all original artwork, and it is all digital. So I'm not sure exactly where he's going with that. But yes, as far as the metaverse itself goes, that one is pretty much the one that is most well known and has had the most loyalty over all these years. Still is a viable environment for artists to work on digital art. So that's what I use it for at this point in time.
Absolutely. There's a whole new emerging world out there for people who are artists, for people who are interested in decentralized finance with blockchain technology. I just got involved with a influencer incubator for people who are looking to create crypto related content. Not only crypto, but things related to Metaverse, to blockchain. And if you're not familiar with what Metaverse is, think of a game like Second Life or Fortnite. Fortnite, if you could think about a spectrum, would be a very closed off metaverse where there's only a few types of assets you can own, like skins, other things. And for those of you who don't play games, my apologies. But games, as of right now, are the strongest bridge we have from metaverse to real life. At some stage, much like we had a revolution with smartphones back in 2003 with the Palm Pilot OS, and then really the real revolution happened in 2008 with the first introduction of the iPhone. We're going to have some amazing things come up in the coming years, and I can't tell you when, and because I'm not a seer, I'm not a sage, I'm not a guru, but I speculate that we're going to have so many ways to interface with reality and be able to infer more information, to be able to search Google from our glasses, and perhaps to be able to analyze objects, interface with different ways of reality that we have not had yet before. So instead of it being, and just like iPhones or smartphones, there's going to be different environments in these different metaverses. There's going to be environments that are based off of Apple or environments that are based off of Facebook. You can even see that today with the different virtual reality platforms and games that they have there, like they have VR chat or they have Facebook meetups in VR. And all these things are happening. All of these big tech companies are working and progressing towards creating different metaverses that we can interact with. If any of you have heard about the Pokemon Go sensation, that's also a form of metaverse. It's a way that people can be on their phones, interact with their entire environment, and catch digital pocket monsters. And it looks like Barb has brought up the NFT course now. Let's have a look at that. It's a really great course. And who is the instructor there? Enrique Sentiero. Yeah, Enrique Sentiero. Very, very competent artist, great musician. And like Barb said, the course is excellent. I've been able to watch the first hour and a half, and Enrique knows his stuff. And TJ's learned a lot about NFTs in the process of working with Enrique too. In fact, in the next few weeks, the course is going to receive a fantastic update. You're not going to believe this, but TJ's daughter is an artist. She does paint, collages, drawings, and there's going to be an entire section in this course where TJ's 8-year-old daughter is going to go to the OpenSea, which is a platform where they sell all the NFTs, and she's going to create her first NFT art and put it up for market. If an 8-year-old can do this, if an 8-year-old can step into this revolution, then you can as well. Barb, do you have any comments about the course from your experience with it? Are you with us, Barb?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was off again. So Enrique's backgrounder on there is pretty impressive, actually, and that's the blockchain project manager, that fellow. So I noticed that it's actually on sale today too. So there's just a few hours more. But Udemy regularly has sales, but this would be a good time to grab it if we had all day.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put that on there too long, but it's very comprehensive now. And in fact, since I finished, when TJ sent me the link, when I finished it that day, from, I think it was last Friday that he sent me the link, and I think I finished it on Sunday, and then this Monday, there was already additional, almost a section, I think, in there. And the instructor, shares at the very beginning, it's a work in process that he's going to be adding more, staying current with the subject matter. And of course, the TJ's daughter, he has an example of himself doing it. But of course, the big thing that we're waiting for is TJ's daughter selling it, because she's so young.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fact that she's 8 years old, creating an NFT, to me, that's fantastic. That's exactly the type of thing our youth should be getting involved in, being at the cusp of technology. And if they can do it, we can do it.
Right. And what I think is particularly great is that, being only 8 years old, she has the father that she does, and the relationship she does, that, I mean, she is set, because she will be able to, all of the things that we had our doubts on as children, she will have conquered that, because her dad has helped her with her speaking, with presentation, everything. And then she's actually going to have, she's already taking up entrepreneurship and building her own revenue stream. She can probably end up putting herself through school. I'm sure that would make Dad happy.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Well, is anybody in our group? It's pretty, we do have folks watching from our Facebook group. I put it out there. Nothing like bombing on when TJ's gone, but the show must go on always. If you say you're going to show up, be there, and we're here. All you have to do is, we're happy to have you step in the hot seat. Join us. It couldn't get much crazier than it is right now. So this is your chance. And you have that link in our group in the event. It's right there. The studio link is right there for you to join us. If you comment here in the to the live stream in our group, we will be able to see it in here. And so far, nobody's even commented that they've seen us, and they're definitely here watching, etc. So that says a lot. But again, you can grab the link and join us, and we'll just have a party in the time we've got left.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
a great time anyways. We're
exactly.
just colleagues and friends and a fantastic support group here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I will, as a filler, I would like, about my adventures in Second Life, because, it's been out there so long. And my whole reason to go in there was, I am not a game player. I want to make that perfectly clear. I've never been a computer game player. And my whole interest in pursuing the virtual environment had to do, I was introduced to it from by a young lady who sings as a hobby, and she does karaoke. And she said, "Oh, in this virtual world of Second Life, I go on stage, and thousands of people from all over the world watch me perform in this virtual environment." And so, as she described it to me, it sounded so fascinating. So I said, okay, well, I'll sign up for an account just so I can watch you. And I love to sing too. And I thought, well, maybe just as an outlet of recreation to be able to sing, I would be, more than happy to do that. And you could manipulate the avatars. They're actual standard avatars that they provide for you to start with, but then you can get really creative, create your own avatar. You can customize those or create your own. And I went the full gamut in creating my own avatar, creating my own assets in the years I was there. But at stage one, I went and it was, you did need to get dressed. Your avatar needs to be appropriately clothed to attend these events. And then your avatar, of course, is scripted, so your avatar can dance and be more than just chatting in text. To be social, they can actually, the Second Life member can manipulate their avatar so that they can dance with another avatar and clown around and so forth. So you really do get sucked in, if you will, in the environment. And actually, because both of us, I'm an Oregon native, and I know that you're yeah. You're a native too. Awesome.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the very first band I heard was a band out of Portland, Oregon, that was in there that night. So that was amazing. And I mean, in the nightclub where they were in Portland, they were showing their performance in this virtual environment. So you could go to YouTube and see them perform in the virtual environment of Second Life, and they were also performing in the nightclub.
Wow!
In real life. That was in 2010.
Wow!
In December of 2010.
Very early to do live streaming, yeah.
And so they had actually it goes farther back than that, but so they did that. I was excited how, in real life, musicians in real life could do that. And so I said, well, I'll go back again. It's when I get around to it, kind of thing. And I became intrigued. With my spare time, I started experimenting because, I'm a graphic designer, as well as fine artist. And so I thought, this is something I might really be into. But I don't play games.
Right.
I don't play games. And I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm not a game player. And so what happened then is that I ended up getting cancer. And the first thing they said to me is, well, for rehab, we suggest through the American Cancer Society, if you are on a computer, you can go into this virtual world of Second Life where the American Cancer Society is. And they have meetings every Sunday, which they still do. And And so I learned that not only was the American Cancer Society in there, it was a huge movement in the healthcare industry. The Mayo Clinic was there, used the virtual environment for their training, and the U.S. government was there. And so it was it really took me down a path I never dreamed of going, but it not only helped me in rehab, I became more and more like my avatar in real life. One of the things was getting my health back together, getting my body together. And it became a game for me mentally, is could I look more like my avatar? You know. So, anyway, that's, those are one of the things that can be done with it. And so my avatar, actually, during the cancer story, because it took years to take care of everything, and I am cancer free, but in that light, in making those assets, my avatar had a shop. She learned about the virtual currency that Second Life used. And so it opened my eyes to ways to work with people in other countries, because right next door to me was a group of students from Japan. And they had they were architects. They were studying architecture. I had another that they were doing interior design, a group of students that were doing interior design. And so they were building models of real life things that they would do in real life in that virtual environment. So it was hard to not get sucked in and try to stay up with that game, if you will, for many years. And I did that religiously, pretty much daily, till 2016. And all that time, the avatar, when I was ill, I wasn't able to work. The Second Life has a cha-ching sound for the cash register every time you make a sale. So if you are in world, is what they call it when you're inside the game, you can hear the cash register sound go off. So needless to say, that's addictive to hear that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like, right. So my avatar is making money, and I am laying there not even able to walk. It really opens your eyes to the fact that there are so many opportunities with the assist of technology if you use it in a good, productive way. And so that's where we are. Coming full circle today is, will people actually use the technology for the good things it was meant to be used for when it was developed? So,
yeah, because sometimes good intentions when we create technologies don't always have positive outcomes.
Exactly. On that note, I think we probably should wrap up here pretty soon, because I'm not getting any feedback. TJ's gonna we're gonna disappoint our boss, so to speak. I can't believe
we're doing perfectly fine. We're having a great
conversation. Oh no, I've got one. Dwayne is
I think we're just about ready to wrap up. We'll leave on a high note, high energy. We had a fantastic time. Oh, okay.
Dwayne, yay!
You're a rock star, Dwayne. So glad to have you here.
I'm going to make you all pay in our group, because I'm going to come back in the group live today. Doggone you. I'm going to wake you all up.
Careful.
And so that not only in the group, so if you're on YouTube, you need to be sure that you take TJ's courses. They're the best. If I took them, and I can assure you that they are the best. And he tries his very best to stay on top of trends. This NFT thing, I mean, you're going to Google it. You're going to find there's pros and cons to all it. But he picked a super person to collaborate with for the course. And you can take something about Udemy is that you can go over there and just there are several of the videos that you can, for a particular course, because they want you to get a taste of what it's like to learn from a particular instructor. But there are several videos for you to watch that are free. So you can get insight about your course instructors that way without having to actually sign up for the course. But take my word for it. This is one, especially if you're an artist, that you do want to jump onto. It's just another avenue. You don't have to put all your time in it, but staying on top of the game, it is something that you should consider. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to let you close it out.
Here, and thanks for your comment, Dwayne. That was fun.